my YouTube channel, guys. Today I am going to make a new video, so please whatever.
Okay guys, I left my heart out on this meme, so please no offense. Hello everyone and welcome to finally today's video, which is the final part of the Ugly Witch's story. Guys, I'm so sick of this story, it makes me mad whenever I remember it. So I'll finish it inshallah today at any circumstances. Look, I don't care if it's past the deadline, but I want to finish with this as soon as possible, to be honest. It's funny that I started YouTube just to get this story out of my chest, but I'm already sick of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the bitch, aka the Ugly Witch, wow. God, I just realized they do rhyme together. Okay, back to the story. So the Ugly Witch is so untouchable in our school that even the principal cannot stand against her. Because when I tried to go and complain about how bad she was treating me, he would say stuff like, "Look it, she's so rock-minded. We can't convince her to stay away from you, even with the highest power in the country." Look, it was over-exaggerating, but to be honest, it was obvious that he doesn't want to deal with shit. Yeah, we got the messiest educational system up to date. Okay, seems like I'm seriously drifting away, so let's get this video in the right path. So I stood against her, but I regretted it right away. She started talking all bitchy, and I was like, for the love of God, cut me some slack. So the following day, she called mom, and you know what will happen, so let's jump that part. We laughed our heart out as always. Oh, by the way guys, I never told you why we laughed, like the real reason behind it. She has the voice of a chicken. It's cracky but high pitch AF, like I'm talking Ariana Grande, like Ariana Grande high notes. Look, when I say Ariana Grande, it's not really that good of a voice. Like as I said, it's cracky and I hate it. To be honest, her voice really gave my ears a hard time. So imagine I have to hear this dog shit of a voice for almost 12 hours a week, maybe more, I don't know. Okay, moving on. The next class was after a week holiday, so we had a pretty good rest from her bitchiness. So when we settled on our seats, she started explaining the lesson. I had a question on a thing that I didn't understand quite well, so I asked her, but guess what? She ignored me. I was like, is this like before when she doesn't care about whatever I say? So I played along. She then started to distribute the papers that has the lessons and the exercises, but when she came a little closer to me, she throwed them on my table. Like, to be fully honest with you guys, I was not angry. I know the moment I stood against her, this was going to happen. I calculated every scenario possible, but I saw that coming, so may as well go for it instead of keeping my anger to me. I know I didn't do anything dramatically bad, but she's a Karen, so we can't really reason with her. I took them without any hesitation and any expressions on my face, but deep down, I was actually laughing out loud, like she was so childish. Girl, you're 70 something, maybe 80, I don't know. I am 17. Like, this is so childish of you. But in conclusion, this means I succeeded to make my revenge. But did she stop here? Hell no. After this interaction, we had another framed project. We will refer to it as FP from now on. I think I already explained what it is in a previous video. So we had an FP and she didn't give me gears to work on it. I already turned a blind eye when she threw the papers, but she had gone way too far this time. She was obviously ignoring my right of education. But as I said, I saw that coming, so I calmed down and forgot about it. Okay, moving on to the last 2 months of the year.
Many months later.
Buckle up, cause shit is about to get real. As 11th graders, we have a regional exam at the end of the year. Okay, so this exam includes French, Islamic education, and Arabic. Other fields do history and geography, so lucky us. By the way, I fucked it up. That's a matter for another video. Anyways, we were tight on time. We still had exams remaining from all subjects, including math and physics and engineering sciences, so we didn't exactly have time to study for the regional exam. I knew it would be hard, so I started way ahead. So with all that stress, she announced that there was gonna be 2 exams coming next month, which is 1 month before the big test, so it made matters even worse. Next month came, we still didn't finish the lessons. What does she do? She stopped giving me the lesson papers, so I stopped taking notes, which is highly prohibited by her. I went by my own rules. Convenient, right? But seriously, if she doesn't give me papers, like, I can't really revise for the exam. But as I said, I didn't care. I was not opening her books at home. I didn't care about that. I was not paying attention at all during class, and I never opened her books at home. In other words, I finished way ahead. But this was helpful for me, since I had time to concentrate on other subjects. So yeah, I thank her since I didn't have to store more useless papers anymore. I never told you guys, but she doesn't teach at all. Her teaching skills suck AF. So my inner self never judged me at all for what I was doing. I was actually more relieved than stressed. Well, I am now, since I didn't study that subject well then. In the 12th year, it depends heavily on what we learned on the 11th grade. But fun fact, I don't care. My pride is on top of everything, and I will never let anyone step on it, even if I had to kill for it. Don't let anyone step on your pride, okay? It's who you are. Moving on. The last test came, which was a week ahead of the big exam. I didn't study for it, but I failed in 3rd place, which was shocking, to be honest. After I finished the exam, I put down my papers in my seat half an hour before we finished.
Bada bop boom pow.
By the way, we have 4 hours to finish the exam. I didn't give them to her. I don't know what happened to them, but who cares? At least not me. But before I went out, I looked her directly in the eyes, and I gave her the dirtiest look you could ever imagine. That was my last interaction with her to this day. Whew, I finally finished. Oh my god, I thought I would never finish this shit.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
There are other details to the story that happened this year, but I'll mention it later, maybe in shorts. That will definitely talk about it. I also have a lot of tea to spill, like I said in the first video, and other things to say. Like my life is not really that dramatic, but you know, I choose to make it dramatic and I love it. By the way, I just wanted to mention that teachers are still protesting on my final year, and it doesn't seem like this matter will be solved anytime sooner. As far as I know, the government ordered the teachers to work more hours than usual without a raise or a bonus. Simply put, work harder, get paid less. To be honest, I wouldn't like it either if I were a teacher. Like, they are not robots. They have houses, they have families, and they have to work now from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. But I am the biggest victim here. It's my final year, and the national exam is so hard. Getting into a school in my country is you have to score at least 17 at 20, at least to get something a little better. What I'm trying to say is that I can't post weekly as I used to, since I have to tutor myself, and I hope this matter ends soon because it's making me anxious. Anyways, thanks for understanding, and 다음 영상에서 만나요.